つでも I love you 君に take a kiss me 忘れられないから僕の大事なメモリー輝きは主食になれないならば上書きしちゃえば僕の思い通り夢からピピピ覚めないで覚めないでぬくもり逃げないで朝はたっぷりあるからあと5分いや10分待たせていつでも I love you 君に take a kiss me 忘れられない
Fuckers, we out here. We out here. Oh wait, I forgot to do the important thing. I forgot to do it. I don't want studio mode. I just want regular mode. I don't want studio mode, I just want sicko mode. This is the right one, right? Yeah. Okay, I'm sorry for this, but I have to do it to them. So I have to do it to the copyright people. That should work. I'm just gonna put this back to 0. Alright. If you want to watch along, I'm watching Kill Me Baby.
そんなこと言わず
Hopefully
に
the audio alone doesn't get me banned. The
あ
English
りが
dub
と
is
う
on YouTube,
これで飲めるよ
so who
使わ
knows?
れたおいしい
まったくそんなくだらないことに技を使わせて。あれ開かない。しょうがないな。
Alright, let's hope this doesn't get me a copyright strike, am I right?
これは自分のは仕事の練習だからいいの。
つまり瓶殺し
That was
そう
fucking
そういうこと。
じゃあ仕事としてこの瓶の殺害を依頼します
もう一本買っていたのか。
お願いします
何をやってるんだ私は。
おおさすがプロ
では報酬として中身をいただく。
Can't just steal people's shit.
意外とうまかったぞ。
ひどいよ水鉄砲なのに
悪かったよ。つい。
ソーニャちゃんじゃあるまいし普通銃なんか持ってるわけないじゃん
Never
普通にステップ
underestimate
も学校に持って
anime
こないぞ。
girls. They all pack them.
と惜しかったな。
それはどうかな
は私の焼きそばパンが
Not the yakisoba panda.
食べ物を粗末
Hello,
にするな。
Mr. Stamp.
真面目に返された濡れてもパンは食べられるよ
なにじゃあ食べ
Welcome
てみ
to
ろ。
getting a copyright strike for no reason.
おいしいです
あ、泣いた。たく、なんで一日に
I
二度も
really
焼き
hope
そば
this
パンを
doesn't
買わ
get
なきゃ
taken
ならないん
down.
だ。
私
As
次
I
はコロッケ
understand
パン
it,
がいいな
the
また食べる気か。
I don't know. I don't know how copyright strikes work on YouTube. I don't want to be limited to 15 minutes. That's my
ど
main
うしよ
thing.
う小さいけど噛む犬だったら困るしお見てソーニャがやる気よ
頼むぞソーニャ
Why am I even risking this?
違うあれは高いところに避難しただけだ
Also, I'm sick. If you can't
大
hear,
丈夫ソー
I'm
ニャちゃん
very
ならで
sick.
きる犬を追い出して
簡単に言うな。
プロの殺し屋なのに犬一匹追い払えないの
Maybe I'll be less likely to be detected if I do this. Hey, I wonder if I can, if there's some sort of setting, filters. Wait, is this... Give me an audio filters. Compressor, noise suppression. What does this do? Oh, sick. I can use my fucking VSTs. I can make this weird as shit. Yeah, amazing. Oh, sick. Hold on. Oh my god. Wait. Oops. Wait. Oh my god, this is just the. I think this one is cool. Alright, check it.
分かったそこま
See
で
if
言われ
that
たら
sounds good.
プロとして引き下がりかっこ
Yeah.
いいね
This is a little much. This is a little bit too much, I think. Let's change this to something else.
動きを
It's not that great. I'll tell you what I really want. I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. Well, tell me what you want, what you really, really want. I wanna, really, really, really wanna. If you wanna be my lover, first you gotta be my friend. That song's a bagger. Let's see if there's anything else I can do here. I can put a compressor on it. I think that the audio is what's gonna get me caught. Oh man, virtual surround sound. Hell yeah. There must be a way. All I want to do is just pitch myself down, or pitch this down, basically. Trying to think of a way to do it. I mean, I could, I'm not sure, unless there's a way to do it in this. What are you drinking on tonight? I'm not drinking anything except sickness. I'm just ill.
黒いね訓練されている
普通の野良だよ
ならばこれでも食らえ
本当に
That should
食ら
get
われた
past the audio censorship without being too ridiculous.
でも私が自らのお弁当使いなんとかしましょう
おおってお前私のパン食べてお腹いっぱいなだけだ
弁当の中身をちょっとずつ巻いて出口へ誘導する途中でなくなる
役に立たん
あ、いいこと考えたこんな器具を取り付ければ勝手にどっか行ってくれるはず
This is true, this is how dogs work.
早速作ってみまし
Wow,
た
that was quick.
それ誰がつけるんだ
Now I want karaage. You ever have karaage? It's fucking delicious. Obviously, the Japanese have fried chicken just fucking down. It's way better than Western chicken. They superior Japanese culture. You would have an easier time streaming copyrighted stuff on Twitch. You might be right, actually. But I'm hoping I've fucked with it enough that I don't get caught. Let's just see how this sounds. Like I got this weird, so I got the filter on the visuals, I got the echo on the audios. I feel like this should be fine, you know, especially since it's already on YouTube. Except it's the dub. They basically do already adapt their own version of every Western food. It's kind of insane. It's not that insane. I'm a little delirious right now because of my little viruses up inside me. That sounded inappropriate, but prove me wrong. There's viruses up inside me. I went through an entire box of tissues yesterday. We're literally dying. Breaks her wrist. Knew it. She vanished. You're in the Edgar Allan Poe phase of delirium. Make good art out of it. I've done plenty of delirium art, but you know, let me play you some of my delirium art. Let me turn this off for a second. Hopefully that works. Let's see if I even have it on this computer. It's mostly Patreon stuff because it's a little too weird for. This is some of the. This is like an EP I made. It's on Patreon. I made while mostly in a slightly delirious and manic state. My friend in real life, who I showed it to, says it's the best thing I've ever done and it's absolutely genius. And I kind of agree with him that it's pretty good, but it's the sort of good that you have to be a very specific autistic to appreciate. But I want more people to hear it, so I'm going to play it right now, exclusively for you. You see, I kind of agree with you that it's really good, but I just don't think most people will understand it, or it. If you don't know the context behind it and you don't know other No Thank You stuff, so you see what I'm playing with here with the genre stuff, I don't know if it makes sense. The next one's even more ridiculous.
Don't know nothing but shit, but if it's gone, then I'm
by the way. Alright, next song. Yeah, I guess I should explain to Outlaw what's going on. So, I'm sick right now and kind of delirious, and I was watching Kill Me Baby with this weird filter on and some audio stuff going on in the hopes that it would stop copyright from detecting me, but I've changed my mind about risking it. I think it's too risky. I don't want to get taken down. I don't want to get a strike, so I can't upload more than 15 minutes because I need to upload hour-long rants about Moss. Otherwise, what the fuck is the point of this channel? And I also go insane. So instead I'm playing this EP which I made back in July 2018, which is on Patreon, by the way, and has been since then. But personally, I think it's really good, and I just want more people to hear it. And it's like it was based around delirium and mania, which I was going through at the time. So there you go. Now you're up to date.
So ugly. So ugly. So ugly. So ugly. Yeah, so ugly. So ugly. So ugly. So ugly. Hey, 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 hey. What? So ugly. Hey, hey, yeah, what?
There you have it. The last track on the album, or EP. It's just an ambient track. Yeah, you know, I think you're right. I think I might just upload it to YouTube and stuff. There you go. That's the Ugly EP. You know what? You guys have made me realize that you're probably right. That this should be a major no release. It was originally planned to be. That's the thing. It was supposed to be a release, like a proper release. If I go on, hold on. You can see it is here. Oh, somewhere. Maybe it's not here. Oh fuck, I forgot to be uploading my Good Person tracks to Bandcamp. Z6 is gonna be really pissed off with me. I'm an idiot. Maybe it's not on here, I guess. Well, never mind. This is also a good track. It's in my live set. This is an 8-minute long looping track. There's some bad bits in the middle of it though. This song has like 50 different samples in it. I was trying to like use all the samples in an inventive way. So I'll try and tell you all the samples that I used. So this first one is Mysterions. The main bass of the track is Mysterions by that one band. I'm sure I'll find it. I thought it was, yeah, this is it. Portishead. Alright, that's like the main sample. Then it has the think break. That's the beginning of oh fuck. I know it's one of these. No. Yeah, I know how it goes. Is this it? Nope. It's on this out. It's on the Fully Cooley soundtrack. Nope. It's not this one. Nope. It might be this one. Nope. 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 Could be this one. Nope. Could be this one. Nope. Come on. This is it. Fucking banger. Bada, bada, bada. Yeah, that's the sample from those guitars. Yeah, and then you may have heard that little whack, the little vocal sample right there. Very subtle. And there's a sample from the incredibly subtle sample from this song. You hear that? Do you hear that? That bit is in here. Then there's a little whoa. Yeah. That's I know it's a MF Doom sample, but I don't remember which MF Doom song it's from. There's clap louder, on and on counting. Next billion and one, but they still shouting. Keep on coming, no one ever running. Cardboard drumming, outsmart bullets and cunning. They gun with my masters, those crazy bastards. They say disasters. And then there's a Death Grip sample, of course. Yeah, what's going on here? I gotta get back to my shit. I'm just talking about myself. It's a very easy trap to fall into. Needs to be on no. How do you think I should release this song then? In that case, how should I release the ugly EP? I even have a fucking front cover for it somewhere. You know what? I think I'll do it kind of like Phodep, where it has like a visualizer on YouTube. I might drop it as a mixtape, of some kind. Like yeah. Because you're right, it does need to be in the world. I can't keep it for myself. Listen to that, man. I mean, the best part of this entire EP is the bit where I'm like, I'm a fucking genius, I deserve respect! I'm a fucking genius, I deserve respect! I'm a fucking genius! I'm a fucking genius, I deserve respect! Best fucking song ever made. Alright. You're right, guys. I'm gonna make some visualizer stuff and put it on YouTube. Yes. So the stream's worth it because that happened. I'm gonna turn the audio filter back on. I hate the underratedness of the music. Can't you make normal music then get famous and 180 them by releasing these bangers on your 4th mainstream album? The thing is though, you'd think that worked. This is how most people think. You would think that you just make normie music and then get popular, but the reality of the situation is kind of not like that, because when everyone's going for the same broad market, it becomes insanely oversaturated. So it's essentially just like a dice roll, whether if you get popular that way, which doesn't mean it's impossible. It may still be a good business move. In fact, that is what No Thank You Doesn't Laugh is. It's not obvious because my version of normie music doesn't sound like normie music. But if you go on the album, yeah, you see N hentai there. I'm not ashamed. It's put as pop, right? It's supposed to. I consider this a pop album. I mean, listen to this song. Get my Uncle Shlomo to industry culture. Like, that song is entirely a nonsense, meaningless pop rock song, basically. It's slightly more aggressive and experimental than most, but it's still essentially a pop song. Same with there's a lot of poppy stuff on this album. I mean, let's just listen to this. That's like a poppy J-pop riff, which was the idea behind it. Also, no one talks about this song despite it being good. Yeah, anyway, it's enough. It's so easy to just talk about myself instead of doing interesting things. But you're right. I also kind of hate the underratedness of my music because it means it means I'm poor. I wish there was a way to fix it, but the only way to get more popular, if you don't have advertising budgets from a major label and their backing, is by basically word of mouth. Or shilling yourself in every possible moment. I'm trying. I don't know shit about marketing, and I don't have the money to invest in marketing myself. I don't know, even if I did, I wouldn't even know what to do or where to market myself. I've done a few things to try, like doing that cover of that Negative XP song on my SoundCloud. Let's see if I can find it. This one has 130. This is, by the way, this is my most viewed song of any of my songs. I think it's a cover. The best part of the song. Anyway, then that happened. That was my attempt. It actually got. This is kind of sad. If 152 people started the album, and like this many continued, it gets really ridiculous at the bottom. Like, Entropy is a fucking banger. End is a good banger. Killer on the Backbeat's a banger. Low Man in My Head is a banger, although it's a bit of an obtuse banger, but like, people would probably like it. I think I'm Decaying just gets people out of here. No one wants to listen to. I knew that was a little too experimental for the masses. I knew it was a bit ridiculous of me to put it in there. Also, I fucked up. I should have flipped these two tracks around in the order. Entropy should have come just before Void. But I'm an idiot. And I realized that, like, they flow into... This flows into it way better. It works way better than going from Killer on the Backbeat. Also, I think my meta is a little overcomplicated. Like, no one's gonna understand the point of this track as a dissecting of the 80s drum noises that people use. like this part, right?
I know what you want. You always want what you can't have now.
Are people gonna understand that that's like a little meme on the 80s drum fills that people put before the drops of their songs? That it's just this insane offbeat syncopated dun 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 like, and then it's like just the kick, 80s kick, 80s snare, although technically late 70s, but whatever, and nothing else. Just to be like, look, this is what music is now. Oh man, people listen to synthwave with this and it's sick. That's what I'm trying to say. No one understands me, man. No one understands me. Yeah, I went a bit ridiculous. Went a bit nutty. Sometimes some of those things just happen. Do I think it will be? Was easier in the past to get successful? Hell no. I don't think it's easier or harder to get successful. It kind of depends what you mean by successful. if I ever earned minimum wage through music, that would be successful to me. That's my idea of success. Just the minimum, just enough to call it a job. That would be, I would consider myself to have reached success at that point. Obviously, you can always get better, but as soon as I make enough money to live off, that's success for me, and a lot of people as well. Is it easier to reach that than ever before? That's a very good question. Well, in the past things cost less, so maybe yes, but in the past you had to have a label. It was pretty much impossible to do it was incredibly difficult for independent artists to succeed. So all the things that it's not really as simple as it's easier now to get successful than it was in the past, or vice versa. But I don't know, man. I can't really say. I think it's nuanced. In some ways it's easier, in some ways it's harder. The industry's changed. One of the reasons it's still hard is because the industry can't keep up with technologies. Like, if you actually think about it, the entire model of labels is pretty outdated and unnecessary. But because they exist and have so much money and influence, they are forcing regressive policies in the industry in order to keep themselves relevant. And because of that, it makes it harder than it should really be. I don't have a cutoff age. Many people don't get successful until way later in their careers. For example, MC Ride of Death Grips is fucking 41 or something. I don't really care. I mean, I'd like... The idea was to have myself be, at least see some relative progress by the end of 2020, because by then I will have finished uni, so that's the point where I either have to hopefully the idea is to see some moderate growth by then, enough that I can fully dedicate myself to this as a full-time job once I transition seamlessly from leaving university into music as a full-time job. Even if it's not making me as much money as a full-time job should be, at least it shows that it can grow to that level. If it doesn't, then I'm going to have to put it on as a secondary thing to getting a job, or getting pursuing a more normie career. That normie career may be in the music industry. That it doesn't mean I will abandon music. I may end up being a producer for someone else, or some sort of engineer, something like that, production engineer type thing, or who knows, session musician. Anything could happen, but we'll see. It just feels a lot like a dice roll. It's kind of potentiated by the fact that I'm reluctant to show myself everywhere, which is probably what I should be doing. I really should be constantly telling people, hey guys, if you want music, go to my Patreon, or hey, I'm a musician, go listen to my album. But because I don't want to be that guy who's always shilling his Patreon, it makes me reluctant to do that. I should probably end all my videos by saying, hey, go support my Patreon and listen to my album. I bet a bunch of people that are subscribed to this channel probably don't even know that I'm mostly a musician. I have a feeling dystopian future children will be blasting your tunes long after you're dead on their DeLoreans. Let's hope so. That would, you know what? Even if I only got famous post-mortem like Van Gogh, I wouldn't really care. The point is never fame. I mean, that's what people say, right? That's not always the case. I don't think that the attitude, the current attitude that people in the music world have is that you should never chase fame. It should always be about the art. But sometimes fame is a key part of the art. Look at Kanye, for example. His music wouldn't make sense if he wasn't famous. David Bowie is another great example. the fact that he is famous is a major part of the music. I'm gonna turn this filter off the visuals because I'm not gonna watch any more of this shitty anime. Doesn't David Bowie his like most isn't Fame like his one of his most popular songs is called Fame. I came in too early. Like, there you go. There's a thing. So that's my opinion on Fame. Part of the reason I think that people like Van Gogh so much is the fact that everyone knows that he was, big quotation marks, big air quotes. I bet there's a video of a guy doing air quotes that I can use to air quotes Fortnite. Okay, sure. I don't even know what this is. Big air quotes here. The fact that he was authentic and wasn't famous during his real life is probably a big part of why people like Van Gogh so much. Because the fact that he wasn't famous and lived in poverty most of his life and was depressed adds to the illusion of authenticity, although nothing's really authentic in art. Ceci n'est pas une pipe. I need to show some skin. You're fucking right, you know. I need to play up my sex appeal. First I need to find it. Where is it? What have you done with my sex appeal, guys? Where did it go? I need to get some sex appeal up in here. I need to draw some lewd pictures of noise. Oh shit, a new Procrastinators episode about the Yang Gang. I kind of don't even want to listen to it because I'm bored of them. They just piss me off now. I don't want to hear about the Yang Gang. They don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Why the fuck would I possibly care what a bunch of uninformed people with boring normie political viewpoints think about a complex economic issue like UBI? What possible information could they have on this subject that is in any way interesting? Now this is some good shit. Look at him, man. He knows his shit. Ooh, it's take 5. Ooh! Ooh! Yeah! What? Ooh, interesting. They take it down an octave. Dope. That's dope. I don't like Chapo Trap House either. They also have pretty normie political opinions, although they like to pretend they don't. They're essentially just liberals. Disgusting liberals. Although, I have been finding myself coming a little bit full circle back into leftism and thinking about how maybe some sort of I still doubt how feasible it is, but I feel like the current shift in economic power from west to east at least brings some opportunity for revolution of some kind. I don't think it will really look anything like how Marxists envision revolution, though. And I don't necessarily think it will go well, either. But it could. I've changed my mind from it definitely will never happen to there is a possibility that in some Western countries something akin to revolution will take place. However, statistically, pure statistics, the chances that it ends with some sort of enjoyable plunderphonics. Yeah, the chances that it turns out to be some sort of non-authoritarian brand of leftism is unlikely, because leftists are it's really difficult to redistribute the wealth. That is essentially one of the major problems with leftism, is that it's fine once the wealth has been redistributed, in theory. Well, in practice as well. If once you've got it done, it should be fine. Obviously, depends on the current economic state of your country. But there's two big problems, which is that someone needs to be in charge of redistributing the wealth. When I say someone needs to be in charge, I don't necessarily mean like someone needs to be in charge, but there needs to be some sort of... It's very difficult to get it done without state or state-like apparatus, without some sort of central planning. I mean, that's the whole point of central planned economy, right? Which, once you do that, you've created something antithetical to the whole point of leftism, which is to decentralize everything. So, Marx says the state will wither away, but I find it hard to believe that anyone will just let their power go like that, because all it takes is one guy to not do it, and then it breaks everything. So that's where leftism is really vulnerable. So as soon as you let any authoritarian tendencies take power, they will be reluctant to let go of power. So the ideal way is to just not let them take power, right? Problem is, capitalism is not going to die peacefully. Once you establish a socialist country, a socialist place, a socialist space, something that is not capitalist, every essence of capitalism in the world is going to be immediately fighting back against it, because it represents an immediate threat. So you need an army, essentially. You need force to repel the capitalist advances while you instate leftism of some kind. While you instate socialism, you need to be able to fend off the literal physical forces and also economic forces of capitalism while you transition into a socialist or communist or anarchist place. And there is a reason why pretty much every army in the world has an incredibly strict hierarchy. It's very difficult to run a military force without the hierarchy. It's difficult. It's not impossible. It is doable, but it's difficult, especially with the sort of official, organized, statist militaries. This is one of the reasons Catalonia fell, because it was very difficult for them to organize their people's militia without centralized governance. So that is why authoritarian tendencies will sort of be more likely to get into power in the first place, because it's likely that an authoritarian government will take power in the immediate scuffle following a revolution, because they are the ones that will keep the capitalists at bay in theory, although in reality they are the ones that will make deals with the capitalists and fuck it over for everyone. You're welcome. Also, terrible time for you guys to join the stream because I am about to end it in about 10 seconds. So, although I'll probably come back after I've eaten, but I need to go eat now. So, this big, yeah, you're right, Mr. YouTube title. There's probably some great drum breaks in this mix. You need a drink now? Thanks, man. You're welcome. Welcome to Nihilism. Go read Thomas Ligotti. Anyway, I gotta go now. See you later, guys. I'll probably start streaming again in a bit. What's with the thumbnail? You'll have to listen to the unreleased and non-existent episode of the podcast thingy. Goodbye, everyone. Forever. For about half an hour. Okay, lads. We're here. Hold on a second. Alright, I'm on. I'm here. I'm online. I'm extremely online. Come on, guys. Let's all be alive here. I'm gonna try and get over this illness, but not too hard. I just want it to be over this illness just enough to be able to edit a video. Anyway, I'm here now, guys. Let me just check that the stream's working and everything. Alright, sick. There's very low latency because I'm cool. There's no cure for AIDS. Fuck! Alright. So, actually, I'm going to take off the cover on my, over my camera. And I'm going to turn my camera on. I need to delete all this first, though. Don't need this podcast. You can be in the trash. As you can see, this is what you can't see through my camera because it has this cover on it. Aha, sick. Okay. Alright, welcome to the no thank you guide of how to get over a cold. Step 1. I have here 1 clove of crushed garlic. It's been sitting there for 10 minutes after crushing, which allows the allicin, which is a chemical in the garlic, to be released. I'm now going to eat it raw. This is an incredibly painful and uncomfortable process, but it gives your immune system a kick right up the nuts. So you now get to laugh at me while I suffer in pain because of eating raw garlic. I have to say, I do not recommend doing this for fun, unless you're drunk, in which case it can be a fun thing to do with shots. So here we go. I'm going to eat all this crushed up garlic right here on camera for you. See, I quite like this taste, but it's definitely quite fucking powerful. You gotta chew it. You can't just swallow it. That's cheating. Ah, fuck. That's nasty, but in a good way. Tastes like health. Alright. Now my breath is going to smell like garlic for the next 10 years. But it will give my immune system the boost it needs to fight whatever virus is going through my system right now. Okay, next step is this cup of tea. This is why the stream took too long to start, because the kettle took ages to boil. This tea contains, let's see if you can see this, 1 tea bag of chamomile tea, 2 lemon slices, a big slice of ginger, and a bunch of honey. In theory, this should fix my sore throat at least a bit. It also tastes pretty good. It's a good counteracting to the garlic. Next step, some CBD oil. I already took some of this before I started. Supposedly has immune system boosting properties. And another thing is this stuff, max strength cold and flu tablets. Again, I already took some of those. Since I'm not going outside, I took a vitamin D supplement. And hopefully this boosts my immune system enough. Obviously, also make sure to drink plenty of water. And hopefully I can get through this. Also very important to have a knife next to you at all times, just in case. You editing for the release of the songs you showed us on Patreon. I'm gonna try and make a visualizer, kind of like Fodep, but a little more abstract. Yeah, something like that. And hopefully a little weirder. Don't know. I have absolutely no plan though, so any suggestions are greatly appreciated. Look at this Dutch angle. Look at this Deutsch angle. Pretty cool. Garlic gets a bad rap. I've never heard anyone diss garlic. I think garlic gets a pretty good rap, and it's a well-deserved good rap because garlic is great. Put garlic in everything you make, it makes it taste better. You're the only Zoomer I know who makes tea without kratom in it. Fun fact, kratom is illegal in the UK because of the Psychoactive Substances Act. Whereas most countries, as far as I'm aware, every other country in the world outlaws drugs, as in the law says it's has their drug laws as a blacklist. The UK has their drug laws as a whitelist. So any psychoactive substance is by default illegal unless specifically it's whitelisted, like caffeine, alcohol, and certain medical drugs as well, nicotine as well. So, yeah. So kratom is illegal in the UK, which sucks, and is gay, but welcome to my dystopian country. Also, fun fact about the UK, the Metropolitan Police, which is the London police force, are testing rollouts of face detecting technology on every camera in London. Remember, London is, I think, the UK has the most security cameras per capita of any country in the world, so once they roll out facial recognition on all of those, we're going to be in a real big dystopia. Plus, there's ideas of a China-style social credit score being floated around right now, so those two things in combination are leading me to really want to get the fuck out of here as soon as possible. Alright, let's import some of these songs. Interesting. Don't know where those went. Okay. Now we have to try and think about how to do this. Let's see what this beginning thing reminds me of. Feels green. It's definitely got a green, bright green to it. Alright, this is like a... Okay, I got an idea of some clips I can use here. This is going to be using a lot of copyrighted clips, but hopefully I'll just put some, like, shit over it. You're going to screen grab a basic vision... No, I mean, like, let me give you an example. Obviously, this is much better than anything I could possibly do, but, it's like this. By the way, if you haven't listened to this mixtape, would recommend it. If you like JPEG Mafia, he has a feature on this mixtape. If you like Sophie, there's a remix of Is It Cold in the Water, which is pretty fucking sick, if I do say so myself. Let me play you the drop from it. It's some insane industrial stuff. fucking flames. Nuts. Not like, I mean, Flume generally makes pretty, yeah. A lot of Flume's older stuff I'm not a big fan of. It's very normie. But this is like nuts. I think the only thing taking away from this mixtape is the trap, like really heavy trap. Like if he just went a little further away from the trap stylings, I think it could have been like even more interesting. But as they say. I legit use OBS to record your stream so I can later go back to all the awesome shit you show us to death for the anime stream. Well, thank you. But they do stay on YouTube most of the time, so you can just go back and watch them on my channel. So you're wasting space on your hard drive, especially because the streams aren't even good. So I had an idea. You know what I should do? Ooh. There's that Nostalgia Critic movie. Yes. It's not this one. Is it this one? It's the one where this... Yeah, it is this one, I'm pretty sure. It's pretty fucking awful, I have to say. Yeah, this is essentially what I want to show. This guy in a military uniform. Right, sadly this video is an hour and a half long, which is kind of annoying. Maybe I'll have to do something else.
Six miles off the Essex coast. It looks like an abandoned oil rig, but this is an occupied nation. It has a royal family, currency, national anthem, flag, and the most bizarre struggle for independence in any island's history. This is the Principality of Sealand. It's not every day you get to meet royalty, but when you do, you don't expect to meet them in a port in Harwich.
Ah, morning. Don't know if I should bow or not.
We're meeting His Royal Highness Prince James and Her Royal Highness Princess Charlotte.
And obviously your sister's on board today. She's outside because she's feeling a bit sick.
Yeah, she's not so good with bugs.
Princess Charlotte just missed out on another crown, Miss Southend 2010.
She's pretty cute, can't lie.
In 1943, Sealand started life as Fort Ruffs, a 10,000 square foot gun platform built by the Royal Navy during World War II.
Ships leaving Britain's ports were vital in supplying the front line.
Don't care about
The
this.
designer who created them. Their job was to have a
Father Roy Bates occupied Sealand in 1967 and set up a pirate radio station. But when the Royal Navy came patrolling nearby, he fired warning shots and was hauled before the courts.
Your grandfather was either very brave or maybe a little bit crazy.
Eccentric, I think. So,
Eccentric.
there have been times when Marines turned up, but my grandma pointed a gun down at them, said if they came any further, she'd open fire, so they left as well.
Your grandma kept the Royal Marines at bay.
She's quite a woman.
That's pretty fucking sick.
I've been to Sealand before, but today I'll be elevated as one of its lords.
I tell you what, I've never entered a country like this before.
That's sick. I want to live in Sealand.
Roy Bates made a royal claim on Sealand. Amazingly, months after he'd shot at passers-by, in 1968, a nation was born. Sealand is just outside British territorial waters, so courts ruled the Royal Roy could exert state authority and crown himself absolute sovereign.
That's sick.
Into the bowels of Sealand now.
That's it, yeah. Here we got our post.
Basically, I want to take some footage of Sealand and lay it over the beginning of this thing. So I guess this is as good a place as any to start. No, not this one. This is a shitty converter. This is the good one, I believe. Oh my god, I feel like shit! Feel like shit! Maybe I'll let you have a bit, if you ask nicely. And politely. Well, then I might be just slightly inclined to show you what a real man does. And what he doesn't do. Well, I wouldn't know, but so would you. So let's change the subject of this conversation to the political state of the nation. What's that face you made? It's like looks like constipation, or is it contemplation? I'm sorry for the confrontation. I don't mean to cause a fuss, but then again, do any of us? There you go. How cool am I? Did I forget to call it an MP4 file? I did, like a bit of an idiot. Like a bit of an idiot. No. No. Right, I obviously just want to use a little bit of this. That's good. Like, this is some good shit. This is not good shit. Let's get rid of that. Boring. That's good. None of this should have volume. Obviously I'll fuck with the visuals a little more, so I don't get any sort of copyrights or anything. It only needs to last up till here, so if I just crop that, that'll be good. Most of this is useless. I'll just just compound this, make it slower. That's basically what I want it to go up to. Actually, I'll just continue it the whole way, and then at this point I'll have something else cut in. So now I need to make it green. Because this is a green sounding song. Oops. What about the shitty watermark? I hell yeah will. I hell to the yeah will to the yes. Except it won't let me. Next up is make it extremely fucked. Nope, that's a bit too fucked. I wanna like... Is this it? Is this the one I'm thinking about? This is pretty cool, but I need to put it before the tint. Before the tint. Let's turn the tint off for now so we can get a good idea of what this is going to look like. Bad. Ooh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, that's sick. Now we get some weird goings on. Maybe I should just loop that first bit. You know what? Maybe I should have it. I guess this is supposed to be a visualizer. It should line up roughly with what I'm doing, right? Like that. That's about here, right? We're back. What statement do you retract? Maybe not every single cut, but at least for this part I want to make it roughly match up with the music. I don't need any of that, so let's just copy that, paste that. Oops. Okay, let's see how that works. Yeah. Maybe I can cut this up even more, make it even more extreme. Oh yeah, those classics. I feel like it's a bit ridiculous for your mum to tell you to go to bed when you're 20, but it's also kind of ridiculous to live with your mum. It's not that. I mean, it's not uncommon to live with your mum at 20 when you're in London where the houses are so expensive. I guess that is true. However, I do pay rent. It's not like I live here for free. And also, I know this is a stupid cop-out answer, but I didn't ask to be born, so you signed up for this. Oh, you live in South Africa? Nice. Or should I say, South Africa? South Africa. Now I need to get this real quick. Da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da. See how that works. I basically just want this to be different colours instead of the cut. So it'd be but different tints. If you get what I'm saying. Like that. Oops. Oh fuck, what did I just do? I've never seen this happen before. What the fuck? What the fuck is this? What the fuck? No idea what that was. Outlaw and Jalen, I know you're here. Yeah, man. Coming out, motherfuckers. I require your power for the delirium streams. Add your delirium energies to mine. To mine. We're gonna take a short bass break, and then be back to your regularly scheduled programming. We're gonna play some. Anyway, that's the end of my bass break. Me and Outlaw get to smash your leftover roadies. Let me just ask you, what roadies are going to be listening to this? Tell me. That's pretty good, but I think I want to change the timing a little bit, make it a little more precise, and also I want to change this to be a different color. Maybe the red would be good here. That's pretty much on time. And why does it seem so off time? It doesn't actually matter that much if it's off time. This keeps happening. I don't understand what it is. Like, what is that? I don't know if anyone's ever used Final Cut before in here, but if you can tell me what the fuck is going on here, that would be quite helpful. Is it this? Don't understand. Oh, what the fuck, it undid so much stuff that I was doing. The footage so far is dank. Now I need a little pring, you know, a little burr. We're gonna go way overboard with this editing, by the way. I just thought I'd let you guys know about all this. Yes, hell yeah. So now this loops, so I can just compound clip all of this. That should make it a lot smoother. Wow, they're fucked up. I think I fucked my compound clip up a little bit, it's fine. I need something here. Maybe, I mean, another effect over this could work. Really, it's this thing that's doing a lot of the... Oh, I'm an idiot. Just do it an insane amount of delirium. I didn't even notice that by my own song. This is just layer 1, by the way. There's going to be other stuff, like, over this. It's going to be a little more complex than this. I need some footage of me performing this song. Maybe like a... Let me show you what I'm sort of going for here a little bit. I don't know if it would really be what I end up doing, but oh yes, seizure warning. If you have epilepsy, really do not look at this at all.
So guess what?
This song is a fucking banger, mate. Take a knife and drain your life.
If it's wrong, I don't want to be right. I don't wanna talk it
wanna talk to me nice. I don't want to be right, I don't want to talk. Talk to me nice, talk to me nice, talk to me nice. I don't wanna talk if you're not gonna talk to me nice. Talk to me nice. Woo. You're not gonna talk to me nice. Sickest thing ever. Wait. Okay. I'm not anxious, gotta play the game, and it's free, but not painless. I said D&D, Silver Link, fuck a racer. Yeah, that's enough of that. That's enough of that. Sorry, when Blade starts playing, I just can't not. Message retracted. I want to see what you said. Anyway, that's what I'm thinking about. Something along those lines. Obviously not exactly that. Just put a bunch more effects on it. I want to layer some other footage over the top as well. See if I've got anything already downloaded. This stuff I'm going to get rid of, because that was a failed project. Do I have anything interesting here that's a video? Hopefully no porn. That would be nice. Oh, this. Hit or miss. I'm not putting that in the video. Fuck you. It's just that. Okay, so nothing here. Anything in here that might be? No. It's not that surprising. I have all of Francis to mute though. This song's pretty sick. What happened to the stupid idiot who was watching anime? I'm now a stupid idiot who's editing footage of nothing really. Yeah, that's cool. That's kind of cool, not gonna lie. I've changed my mind though. I haven't even been here for the last hour. Who are you? Who are you? Who even are you? You know, the same could be said for Jalen Harris himself. Has Jalen Harris ever made a video? Let's find out, man. Hold on a minute. That's not you. Unless it is you, in which case, sick. Are you from Arkansas? Is this you?
Speaking of insane players and surprise players, I'll go first here and I'll just go Jalen Harris.
Just go Jalen Harris. I'll just go Jalen Harris.
Arkansas. I think that if you're going to lead the nation in assist-to-turnover ratio, yeah, that's surprising. And especially at the way that Arkansas plays, the pace that they play, the tempo they play at, that's got to be underrated.
Did you guys know Jalen Harris is a pro high school basketball player? Because I certainly didn't. That's sick. I know you've made videos. That's what I was looking for, but all I find is videos of this basketball player. Alright, let's find out. Oh, this is this the Sonic AMV? This is the best thing you've ever made, by a mile.
gonna think about the future. Gonna have my mood up in your face if you abuse her. Gonna have me wishing I was dead and probably never feel it. Better realize that I do it the way I use her. Tell me what you fear. I can tell you what to avoid and you will dear. That should make you paranoid. I guess it's worth it. Maybe. Life's going crazy. Just maybe. Controllers overrated, but you gotta learn to make it.
Yeah, that's kind of ridiculously good. Also, this is good and this is good, but those are just the Digipro videos that you re-uploaded, so not sure if that really counts. And that's all you've done. So stop skipping? No. I'm not even gonna say anything. I'm just scrolling through your subscriptions. I'm not gonna point out any of these things. No, of course not. I could never do something. I'm not gonna just circle any certain people or anything like that. You know, I'm sure you got plenty of great subscriptions. And remember, this is public knowledge available on everyone's YouTube channel. So you should not be subscribed to people you're ashamed to be subscribed of. Imagine actually being subscribed to Nerdwriter. Just imagine that. Honestly, this is the most typical PCP viewer subscriptions I could possibly imagine. I think every single channel you're subscribed to has been shouted out by Digibro at some point. Not that that's a bad thing. Hey, you know what? You do you. And also, a lot of them are pretty good. Like, yeah. Obviously, I fuck with Earl. I fuck with me. I fuck with H. Bowman guy. I fuck with Fantano. I fuck with Gibbon. Fuck with this guy. I don't even remember what he does, but I remember I'm subscribed to him. I don't really like Ninja Sex Party, but that's just a personal taste thing. I'm not so into Onis either, but whatever. But you know what? I've seen worse taste, except Smooth McGroove, which you should immediately unsubscribe from. But who knows? Is ER a Nazi though? Let me find out. I've never watched any of his videos. Like, what about him is a Nazi? Anyway, this is stupid. I should get back to doing work. This is his bad effect, and I'm getting rid of it right now. Maybe I can do something cool with this highlights effect. That's a bit ridiculous. Respect aspect ratios. I refuse! Fuck you and your aspect ratios. Jalen, you should know who Trump Stamp is by now. a very proactive member of the no thank you community. I'm starting over with this idea. Yes, this is perfect. Yes. Oh, it could not be better. This is perfect. Maybe I should just have them be pure white, actually. Oh, I love this so much. Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah. I don't have any official... I could do that. I could crop it. But, why? This is a bit... I'm just gonna restore this to just reset it. I think I fucked with it a little too much. I don't like this blue though. I'm definitely putting it as white. Maybe like grey is the best option of how this goes. Maybe it does need to be blue to work. Maybe it's just how this thing is. The colour needs to change. That's the thing. Can I just have it? Maybe colorize is what I need to do. Let's remap black. You know what? This red looking thing actually looks kind of cool. It's kind of cool, but it's not quite what I want. Give me like some nice yellows up in here. But I want this to come before the streaks. Yeah. Let's just turn the threshold down a little. Anyone who knows how editing works will criticize you for not cropping it properly. This is true. However, have you considered the fact that I don't care? No, but for real, the easiest way to make it do that is just to finish the entire thing and then add a crop over the final export. So if I'm going to do that, that will be the last step. That's the real answer. Memes aside, I'm just going to make it messy at first and then clean it up on the final pass, so I can just apply one big crop to the entire movie and not have to fuck with it like constantly. That's my idea. Hopefully that makes sense. I hope you understand that this aspect ratio is currently black bars on the side, one on top but nothing on the bottom. Alright, this needs some dancing anime girls. So, let's get that going. Where's this is what
美味しくできたらいただきます知らないままでもいいのかな本当の
Alright, there you go.
かな美味しくできたらいただ
It's HD, it doesn't have the Japanese names on it. No weep shit for this perfect song. It's just these dancing things, it's funny.
知らないままでもいいのかな本当の気持ちは秘密
You know, you're kind of right actually. I feel like the weep shit might take away from the overall non-weeby aesthetic of this. Just on the off chance, if anyone watching is an animator, I know this is an incredibly, this is not something that would be... Oh! I completely forgot to mention this. There's a new thing on this channel. Check it out. The Creme de la Creme playlist. I compiled all my best videos, in my opinion, excluding podcasts, mostly, except for one podcast. I compiled all my best videos into this one Creme de la Creme playlist, which shows up at the top when you're a new subscriber. I mean, you're like a new person on my channel, so you can go through and watch all my best videos. Mostly. No, it's not all. I think there's a few that I kind of left out, but there you go. I tried to be as aggressive as possible without only putting the absolute best stuff I've made in there. So you got the Odyssey, World of the Fuck One, that sort of stuff. God, I'm dying so much. I'm dying. This is me. This is me right now. Time-lapse footage of your Minecraft dojo. You know what? That's not a bad idea. Oh, I liked your idea of doing it with footage of me singing, but from the background. Oh, I have another idea. Oops, I didn't mean to close that tab. See if I can find it. God, this song is sick.
Commander.
Mr. Kirk, Dexter's in school.
I'm afraid he's not, Miss Fishmore. Dexter's truancy problem is swift.
We got a hand.
The Baltimore County School Board have decided to expel Dexter from the entire public school system.
Mr. Kirk, I'm as upset as you to learn Dexter's truancy, but surely expulsion is not the answer.
I'm afraid expulsion is the only answer. It's the opinion of the entire staff that
Dexter is criminally insane. Ba-na-na, 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 ba-na-na.
That boy needs therapy.
Psychosomatic.
That boy needs therapy.
Psychosomatic.
That boy needs therapy.
Lie down on the couch.
But what does that mean? You're a nut. You're crazy as a coconut, but what does that mean?
That boy needs therapy.
I'm gonna kill you.
That boy needs therapy.
Granny Gazoo, let's have it, you. And when I count three.
That boy needs therapy. Oh, I love this. Anyway, this is what I'm trying to find. This clip of the monkey. Just that little clip of the monkey playing drums. That's all I want. I want to do podcasts in the void. I'm afraid that was a one-off podcast. Probably. You never really know. I like that idea. I might play around with that off stream because it's kind of a hassle to record stuff and put it in while also all streaming at the same time. It's quite difficult. But I'll play around with that idea maybe for the next song, or maybe for Ugly. You should watch Moss. Moss is a good video, I have to say. It's probably one of the better videos I've made. Anyway, I just want this tiny clip.
That boy needs therapy.
Psychosomatic.
That boy.
Alright, let's try and get this. Oops, didn't mean to do any of that. Didn't mean to do any of that. That boy needs therapy. Psychosomacy. That boy needs therapy. I'm gonna kill you. I don't know what I just said there. That's fuck. Terrible mistake. Alright, let's get it done. As they say in Japan, let's get it. It's finally happened. This illness has made me go completely nuts. I keep doing this. God, this is gonna wreck my fucking computer. There's no way it can keep up with all of this stuff. I don't need to. You know what? It'll be fine. Speed it up. Speed it up. Sick. Obviously we got to change the blend mode to like exclusion or something. Or difference. Or no, stencil's too much. Maybe like a pin light. Something along those lines. I think I should make it a little smaller as well. Just put it up in the corner. Actually, I want it to be on darken, right? That should be the one that I would pick. There we go. This is sick. This is the best thing I've ever made in my entire life. Why am I doing this to myself? Hello, rip out my pancreas. I'm sorry I'm a little late. Monkey, is that you? Haha, funny meme. Jaden, will you be on my podcast? I don't even know who you are. Greetings, fellow neats. Greetings. Although I probably won't rip out your pancreas. I'm sorry. I just don't know you like that, man. Maybe if you tell me who you are. Do 4 of them. I'm not sure what you mean by do 4 of them. No idea. But you know what? It'll be fine. Oh, it fits almost perfectly. Sick. I know, I'd like to add some sort of something to this so it's a little less boring. Maybe, I'm a big fan of these streaks, you know. Dazzle's good. Yeah, this is good. This is nice and Blady-esque. Lower a little, try and line it up. Can I crop it to be nicer? Yeah, that's a lot nicer. Let's get rid of all these. Although, I'd still like it to be smaller. Oh, there's a nice mask, like a circle mask would be quite nice. Ba 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 ba. Yeah, just have it be a little circle monkey, drumming monkey. I like that. Circle drum monkey, drumming monkey. Ah, yes, this couldn't be better. Could not possibly be better than that. Why is that monkey so perfectly synced? Because I'm a genius. He's Dirk Diggler, man. He's Dirk Diggler. Oh, I Am Games is streaming. Please don't leave me, Jalen. I don't care. If you want to go and watch a worse stream where people play a bad video game, Jalen, you definitely know Tramp Stamp. I don't know. I think you've just gone a bit nuts. You definitely know. I don't know what to say to you, man. This is so obscenely perfect. It's almost Is this it? Is this it? Nah, yes. Monkey drum. I just need to make it darken. I would quite, the problem with using Final Cut is, ideally I'd be doing this in a After Effects, really, but problem number one, I don't know After Effects. Problem number two, I haven't got After Effects on this computer, and I don't want to waste space by downloading it. I don't want to toot my own horn and just call myself a genius constantly, but the fact that the first thing I thought of was that drumming monkey from the Frontier Psychiatrist video, and it works so perfectly, I may actually be a genius. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm just going to put out there real quick. Now it changes up to the think break. I forget where think break it comes from. It's this think about it.
Hey fellas, I'm talking to you. Do you guys know who I'm talking to?
Do you guys know who I'm talking to?
We're gonna use what we got to get what we want.
This song is a banger, first of all. I need two to make a thing go right. It takes two to make it outside. I'm gonna hard disagree with you there. I don't think I'm lucky at all. I'm actually pretty unlucky in general. Well, I'm lucky to be born in a able-bodied body generally, except my brain. In a first world country, esque sort of, except dystopian mildly, with parents who are willing to take care of me, with a roof over my head and food in my belly. I'm lucky in that sense, yes. However, I don't know. I'd quite like to get some Lynn Collins live.
She was discovered
To get what we want, but before I give it up, Lord, hey, listen. It takes two to make a thing go right. It takes two. Hey, yeah, all right, yeah, all right, yeah, all right.
Maybe that's what I want. Why is that scream in so many songs? Well, that is this thing. It's somewhere. Here it is. Right, that's the song that I used that sample all across the album, but here. It's a lot of songs use it's the second most common drum break of all time, behind this other one. You've definitely heard this one as well. That's the most common drum break of all time, and the think break is the second most common. Personally, well, I don't know. That is kind of my favorite thing ever. That little, and if you listen closely, you can hear it playing, although it's pitched up a lot. Yeah, it's just used a lot because it sounds good. The drums are well mixed. They sound good when you pitch them up, and it's got the tambourine, which works well in drum and bass, and it's clean, and all you get is that little woo, which is unnoticeable, and in fact became an aesthetic choice. I think this bit needs to be me singing the chorus. I think so. I'll save that for later. Alright, now I need something else. Oh my god, I'm dying. But can still taste garlic, by the way. Alright. Not sure what's going on here. Don't know what this error means. I want to just go to the fucking video. Right. 3 hours. Have I really been streaming for 3 hours? Because I've got about 1 minute 15 seconds done out of 12.5 minutes. We're getting there, boys. We're getting there. Alright, let's watch it from the beginning and see what it looks like. I'll fix the grubbing later. I want to do. I want to put a video of Crystal Castles and Crimes performing. See if it's here somewhere. This is it. I want to put some footage from this video in. I wish I could go here. Americans never really figured out raves. If you ask Americans what a rave looks like, they'll point to like a trance show with lasers going off in a massive tent somewhere in the desert with 50,000 people going there. This is what a rave actually looks like shit. I bet Americans don't even know this fucking song. I bet Americans don't even know. Also, there's this remix of Crime Wave? No, Baptism. There's a remix of Baptism that you can only find in this video, and it's shitly recorded, and it doesn't exist outside of it. That's a good idea, brief and subliminal stuff. This is what a rave looks like now. Pitch black. Drum and bass. Punks with dogs walking around. Where's the punk with the dog? There he is. That's me, by the way. Just kidding. But I did look like that for a long time. Kind of want to go back to the mohawk. When I think about it. No. Why do I keep closing this tab? Good question. I don't know. I just don't know. Well, I think it's just because raves started in the 90s in the UK, and it was like actually like there was a law specifically targeting raves that said like any gathering of certain amount of people, any large gathering of people with music with repetitive beats, the police are allowed to break up, because it was a response to Margaret Thatcher's government in the 90s, right? Or 89 is the second summer of... Motherfuckers don't even know the history of raves. Because they never had, like, acid house in America. America only got raves after, like, the peak in the UK. They only crossed over later on. So... I don't know. Yeah, Fashy Thatcher. I forgot to call it an MP4. What's going on here, man? Oh my god. There we go. Gotta fuck with this clip a little bit, make it look a little cooler. What was that effect I used before? Dazzle? Yeah. I'll just use Dazzle but turn it up to 11. And put it bright green, of course. Oh, that looks sick. Whoa. Whoa. Get it all nice and glitchy. Yeah, we'll just have it loop there. Need a little something to go in there. Just in case I got any sort of video in here. I doubt I do. Anything cool? Maybe? No. Maybe just like a cool image. That maybe. Yeah, maybe just that. Maybe just some actual noise for like a second. Yeah, I'm not sure what this has got to be performance as well. You know what, this should be footage from a Uonaton video.
Internet and hyper would operate completely differently, just wouldn't work. Without conscious thought, there would be no one to...
It needs this one. Where is it? Maybe I should just take something from the Odyssey.
To me.
Yeah, that's a good clip. Oh, this is an hour long. Fuck.
I'm not really into just naming them all.
I'm not into just naming them off. Maybe I got something cool in the Stuffs playlist. It's possible. It's not impossible. Maybe that should be it. Maybe I should just put this weep shit in the middle. Anyway, that's enough weep shit for now. Oh, what are these guys' videos? Oh, this is clearly what I have to do. I've got to put on In a Perfect World. Perfect world. Men like me would not exist. But this is not a perfect world. Yes! Yes! Is the stream still up? Yeah, it is. Interesting, interesting. Making sure everything's going okay, you know? Just making sure everything's going okay. Enough slapping the BS for now.
In a perfect world, men like me would not exist. But this is not a perfect world.
This is not a perfect world. There it is. This one's the one I want. I'm gonna start off being full on and then have it go down to being nothing at the end. I'll do the same for this as well. Perfect. In a perfect world, men like me would not exist. But this is not a perfect world. Alright, that's all I'm gonna do for today, I think. We're up to 2 minutes. And the rest of this first clip all needs performing stuff. Let's just watch back what we got.
keep on flying when you speak your mind.
Alright, let's get out of here. See you, stream.